Hey you guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Welcome in. Go ahead and like this video as you guys come in so we can get this godly content pushed out on this YouTube algorithm. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. In Matthew 10, the disciples were given the ability to cast out demons. In Matthew 17, when the disciples were unable to cast out a demon, Jesus informed them it was because they lacked faith. He also let them know that through fasting and prayer, they can gain the ability to cast out those demons. During the times of the Israelites, God let them know over and over the importance of sacrifice. Fasting is sacrificing something that you desire for God. Food is not the only thing that you can fast. You can fast anything that you have a strong desire for God. There will even be times that God will let you know what, when, and how long He wants you to fast. We also have to realize that there is a lot of man-made stuff that is not healthy for our walk that we need to spend time away from to remember who our God is, even if it's just for a short amount of time. Some fasts from the Bible are the Daniel fast, where it's no meat, no wine, no oil, no bread for 3 weeks, and he was seeking understanding and direction from God during spiritual warfare. The Esther fast, which is no food, no water for 3 days and 3 nights, and she did this fast before going on a dangerous mission. The Ezra fast, which was humbling yourself before God by seeking God's help, protection, and guidance during when you're stepping into battles rather than seeking human help. The Nazarite vow fast, which was to not drink any type of wine or alcohol, to be set apart, not to cut your hair or to go anywhere or come into contact with any dead bodies. And that was to dedicate yourself to the Lord. And also, Jesus, Moses, and Elijah fasted food and water for 40 days and 40 nights. When I first woke up, I had the demonic spirit of gluttony, as a majority of Americans have. So I was first called to fast meals like breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and boy, did I have my angry moments. But I was also able to quickly realize how us as Americans idolize food, thinking that we need it all day, every day, plus options. Next, I was called to fast food for 3 days, only eating food at certain times of day and then not eating for the rest of the day. But that only made me desire food even more. But I was also able to realize that when you are called to do a fast by God, He will give you spiritual strength to complete that fast. But you will also be put in a predicament where you have the strength to complete the fast, but your desires will still be in your head, flowing in your head, making you think about food. So you will be forced to make a choice to complete that fast. I still never believed that I can go an entire day without eating food. So then God called me to do a 3-day fast where I didn't eat any food for 3 days and 3 nights. I could only drink water. He gave me so much spiritual strength to complete that fast that my body had to ache to remind me that I hadn't eaten anything. After that fast, I was able to realize that fasting builds your faith, because during your fast, God opens you up to the spiritual realm, building a personal relationship with you that is wondrous and personal and hard to explain. It's like a direct call to God that gives you wisdom, understanding, and guidance. Also, remember that when you fast, there will be things that come into play, that come in on your path to make that fast hard for you, but that's just confirmation that you should be doing that fast. Just to give you guys a little example, there was a time when I was called to fast chips. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love carbs, chips, bread, all that stuff. I love that. So there was just a time that God was just putting on my heart to become more healthy. So He wanted to factor out the chips. And so I was called to fast chips. Y'all, the very next day, at my job, we got a whole donation of chips, an overload of donations where they could give chips to just everybody in the departments. So I was just I was really about to be like, you know what? I need a certain amount of food in my system. I need to be eating a certain amount. And I was really about to give up the fast and just eat chips for that day. But then I was just like, you know what? No, that's confirmation that I don't need to be eating any chips and I really need to do this fast. So I didn't eat the chips and I did well. But yeah, guys, that's all I really have to say in this video. If God is putting it on your heart to do a fast, He'll put it on your heart to do all types of fasts. Fast from your phone, fast from your computer, fast from watching certain types of shows, fast from all types of stuff. Just make sure you listen, and that when you take the time to take time away from those certain things, it makes you realize a whole lot. Realize why you're desiring those things. Realize that you have an unhealthy desire for those things. All types of stuff, you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. And of course, I went through some spiritual warfare making it. Not as bad as my other videos, but went through some spiritual warfare. So please hit that like button so we can get this video pushed out in this YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.